patron of the land. Forward and seek your future. Development our God. From victory to victory, the end is surely. Stable Democrat, Ghana, our strength in unity. From victory to victory, the end is surely. Stable Democrat, Ghana, our strength in unity. Victory! Victory is our land. Victory is our land. JJ is a winner. Arise, for Ghana, of the drop of the land. Forward and secure future. Development our goal. From victory to victory, the end is surely. Stable Democrat, Ghana, our strength in unity. From victory to victory, the end is surely. Stable Democrat, Ghana, our strength in unity. From victory to victory, the end is surely. Stable Democrat. Suzuza. Arise for Ghana, of patron of the land. Forward and seek your future. Development our God. From victory to victory, the end is surely. Stable Democrat, Ghana, our strength in unity. From victory to victory, the end is surely. Stable Democrat, Ghana, our strength in unity. Victory! Victory is our land. Victory is our land. JJ is a winner. Arise, for Ghana, of the drop of the land. Forward and secure future. Development our goal. From victory to victory, the end is surely. Stable Democrat, Ghana, our strength in unity. from vision to victory, and this shall lead. Stable democrat, Ghana, our strength in unity, from vision to victory, the end is shall lead. Stable democrat, Ghana, our strength in unity, from vision to victory, the end is shall lead. Stable democrat, Ghana, our strength in unity. Ejo bana victory, victory is our land. Victory is our land. JJ is the winner. Arise, for Ghana, of the truck of the land. Power and secure future, development, our goal. From vision to victory, the NDC shall lead. Stable democrat, Ghana, our strength in unity, from vision to victory, the NDC shall lead. Stable democrat, Ghana, our strength in unity, from vision to victory, the NDC shall lead. Stable democrat.
You are all welcome to our election news desk. And Friday, the day of Friday, May 12, 2023. May 12, 2023. Hopefully tomorrow, Congress, NDC Congress, Ebeba so we have some quick few at about 4 endorsements to make right now. Right now, because now that the door has been widely open and the gateway has been open and shown to everybody to kind of pass through or sail through, we are here to make some endorsement. Inshallah, is very, very important. You can see that with all due respect, it's live, and I'm also live at the same time. We know what we are doing, so don't worry. Do not worry about that. Don't be perturbed. We are here to serve you nothing but the truth. And we are here to let you know that each and every candidate we are going to endorse over here, any affiliation of Loud Silence Media and Loud Silence TV, you should know that we have thoroughly dig into the backgrounds of those individuals, and we are certain that these are the people, when voted for, they can clinch power for us in 2024. So I want each and every one of you to stay tuned and make sure that, especially to some of the constituencies, I'm going to make certain endorsement, and I'm hoping. Oh shit! I cannot pay calls. Sorry. I cannot pay calls, and I'm hoping we should be able to get this done in 30 minutes or at most 45 minutes. So kindly bear with me, inshallah. Let me see who are those over here watching me. I can see my sister Kausar, Zuzu, Kausar Amit Gwinko, baby, I will be. Thank you very much for doing the watching. I see Baba Mola. Thank you very much, Baba Mola, or wherever you are watching us from. Thank you very much for doing the watching. I see Grace Kujo, DCGH. Also, I see you over here. Ankara, I see Francisca. Also, I see you over here. Ibrahim Yakub. Umar Farouk Usumahu Waha. Let me see who is again. Umul Kit, you are also here. Thank you very much for doing the watching. Safia T Wango Usumahu Waha. Let me see who is here again. Musa Kikat, who MPP ni NDC for your madie. Why are you here? Musa Kikat, NDC for NAO Muadie. Why are you here? Baba Musa Kikat. But you are also here. Thank you very much for doing the watching, brother. Thank you very much. Let me see. You said Jibs Dawat, Mujib Hamid, all the way in Bronx, New York. Usuwaha. Thank you very much for doing the watching. Mamisha, who is here again? Let me shift over here to come a little bit in the center of the screen. Very, very important. Let me see. Oh, why are you calling me at this time? Anyways, we are live on Facebook on Real Talk. We are live on Facebook on Citizens of Ghana. We are live on YouTube, Real Talk Media. Real Talk Media. We are also live on Real Talk Media on YouTube. So kindly bear with us and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Mr. Article is live over here. So we are here to do 1 or 2 endorsements. It's very, very important I'm able to do this today so that by midnight the videos will be circulating. So kindly bear with me. I promise not to take much of your time. I promise not to take much of your time over here today because it's very, very important. Now that the clearance has been given and the contest is we are all certain for sure 100%, 101% that the contest is coming on or the Congress is coming on tomorrow. So we are over here to make a couple of endorsements so that we know what we are doing, and we wish all our candidates that we are going to endorse over here the best of luck, inshallah, tomorrow in the in the Congress or in the contest that they are vying for, the various positions they are vying for. They all want to become parliamentary candidates, and these are the people we have dug into their backgrounds. We are certain, we know for sure 101% that these people, when elected upon or when elected for, they can do the job for NDC, for us to clinch power from the hands of this insensitive, incompetent, wicked, and abysmal performing government of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and John and Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. After this, we'll be right here to unveil our candidates for you.
Suzuza. Arise for Ghana, operation of the land, for weather and seek your future, development our goal, from vision to victory, the NDC shall lead, stable democrat, Ghana. Our strength in unity, from vision to victory, the NDC shall lead, stable democrat, Ghana. Our strength in unity. Ejo bana Victory is our land. Victory is our land. Jeje is a winner. Arise for Ghana, of the drug of the land, power and secure future, development our goal, from vision to victory, the
Welcome back again. I'm your Musum from Mr. Araka. We are live on Facebook on Road Talk. We are live on Facebook on Laos, Concerned Citizens of Ghana. We are live on YouTube, Road Talk Media or YouTube. I can clearly see that the network is very stable, clear. There is no hinges or glitches today. So we are grateful and thank you very much for doing the watching. As I said, I'm your servant. I'm your host, Mr. Article over here. We are here to do a few or couple of let me say endorsement for the upcoming primaries tomorrow of the NDC tomorrow, inshallah. That is Saturday, 13th May 2023. 13th May 2023. I think let me try to update people on some of the things that was mentioned today by the General Secretary, Honorable Fifi Fiavicote, and then the General Chairman, Honorable Esiedun Ketia. I think out of the 275 parliamentarians, 47 are going on a post. 47 are going on a post, which include let me show you our candidate over here who is going on a post. So which includes Honorable Nurin Mijima. Out of the 47, this noble guy or noble gentleman, very in his youthful age, very vibrant, is part of the 47 candidates who are going unopposed, inshallah. So out of the 275 parliamentarians, 47 are going, I mean, parliamentary candidates who are aspiring to be leaders of the NDs in their various constituencies, as 47 are going unopposed. And this gentleman named Nurin Mijima Shaibu, also known as David Ba, he contested in 2020. So this is his second time. So fortunately for him, he's going unopposed this time around, inshallah. So he is among the 47 out of the 275 who are going unopposed in tomorrow's parliamentary elections for the NDC. And then aside the 47, 16 he used a term, is it ringed or fenced candidate or something like that. So 16 are not going to be voted upon tomorrow. 16 are not going to be voted upon tomorrow. And then 200 and, can you do the calculation for me, please? 200 and, so 16 plus 47 is going to be 63, right? 63. So 200 and 275 minus 63, 212 are going to be voted upon tomorrow. 212 are going to be voted upon tomorrow to be the next parliamentary candidates for the NDC against the upcoming 2024 election. So keep in mind. So this is the information we gathered from the NDC national executives. I mean the General Secretary Fifi Fiavicote and the General Chairman Johnson Esiedun Ketia. So I think that has been settled. Again, the writ and the injunction that was filed to the High Court has been discontinued by what's the name of the man contesting John Dramani Mahama? The former what should I say, finance minister, Komna Dufo. So he has discontinued the case. Now they've settled everything, and tomorrow the elections is going to come on starting from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. So we entreat each and every one of you, I mean the delegates, to go with their either party cards, their national identification card, or their party laminated membership card to their various polling stations or various designated centers that the elections are going to be held. So kindly do follow the party's directives and do not go to cause any disturbances at the election centers, because it's not going to inure to the benefit of the party, and by and large it's not going to inure to the benefit of Ghana. All this we are doing, we are not enemies to one another. No, you have to keep something in mind or take it into consideration that we are not enemies to one another. Rather, we are all trying to exercise our democratic right. You have the right to be with team A, I have the right to be with team B. That is what we call democracy. So you say your bit, I say my bit, then we weigh. We try to measure. We weigh against one another to make sure that the person we are going to choose is someone who is going to work for the general good of the constituency, the general good of the people, and the general good of the party, and by and large, or lastly, the general good of Ghana. So we have to keep that also in mind. Without much ado, the first person we are going to endorse over here is a gentleman called Dr. Awal Assad. Dr. Awal Assad, or Dr. Awal Assad. Dr. Awal Assad, he's holding a doctorate in pharmacy. He's a doctor of pharmacy. He stayed in New York City. Let me be precise. I think Bronx to be precise, or Brooklyn. I'm not quite sure. But hey, he's one of you guys. He has been with NDC from the trenches, from the good old days till date. He's a gentleman who think it's time for him to also contribute his bit after serving the party and still willing to serve the party. He's contesting the seat of Ejura Setredumasi constituency. This is one energetic guy that has various ideas. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, he has implemented so many ideas. In fact, he has initiated this Okada business in Ejura constituency, whereby he has brought in a group of Okada, what should I say, Okada riders, provided them with some Okadas, and three ties. How do you call them? Aboboya and other stuff that they are working with, meaning he has provided employment to some indigenous of Ejura. Ejura Setredumase. Ejura, we have, I think, another Ejura, I'm not sure, but Ejura Setredumase. This is one of you, very low level headed person, very humble, very articulate, and very energetic. This is the time we need to go into election 2024 with vibrancy, with people who are very vigilant, with youth. Youth, a lot of vibrant and competent youth who will be able to match the candidates of the MPP boot for boot, so that we will be able to secure majority in parliament and by and large secure a win for His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. So this gentleman has been very pivotal in the day-to-day activities of the Ejura constituency NDC activities. So he is one of you. You know him. You grew up with him, born and bred and raised in Ejura constituency. This is the time for you guys to also show that this is one of you, and you really need one of you who really understand your plight, or who really understand your suffering, and who is always in the trenches with you guys and understand the kind of things you need that will improve the development of Ejura and the NDC in Ejura constituency. So we over here at Real Talk, we endorse Dr. Awal Assad for the upcoming NDC primaries tomorrow. So the people of Ejura, we know you are here, you are watching us, you know, and you can trust that over here we don't mislead, and we shall forever not mislead you. We'll be here to give you the best out of the best, and that is what we are doing here. These are the kind of people we have went down behind their back, we have dug into their CVs, we know their capabilities, and we know you people living in Ejura know better than some of us over here the kind of helping hand this young man has been rendering to NDC and then the constituency. And you know, Dr. Assad can do better, you know. Eti more Ejura, more Ejura, where number one endorsement, mamu, especially the NDC constituency in Ejura, Ochena and Amuka Kotuaba. You know, I'm not here to malign the incumbent, or no, that is not my business. My business is me product amount. Me product, you know, Dr. Awal Assad, or ye nipebia, na junimu do, Dr. Awal Assad, or ye young guy, mwa munim impuntu juma woyen wo Ejura, mwa ebini se, watimidi, Okada business, you know, about together. He has brought together some Okada riders and a wa equipu or with some Okada, some trade ties, and he's doing a lot like boreholes, a lot of interventions. paying school fees for individuals, I mean the needy, bright but needy students in Ejura Setreduma say, muina muye away. Enti we yen kasa bebree. Ye endoso Dr. Assad, Dr. Awal Assad, and a ye endoso ama the people of Ejura. Enti do not make any mistake. Memma obi and dada debi. Men yes, I mistake, you know. Obema usika ene, but ochina no is not going to come because at the end of the day, you know, wanyama usika ndana wajedi, you know, it is time for the person to go into parliament, do business as we are seeing today. Na mono wajamu, then you will be you forever remain in your poverty. Enye nu bibisa na yepe nkrofo mu tima, nkrofo mu timwase, nkrofo wo mo ne mo ene to constituency wo, nkrofo when you call them day night rain shine, they come to you, they attend to your needs. And these are the kind of people, because of their competence or maputu across, you know, the people of Ejura Setreduma say, we entreat each and every one of you to go and vote for Dr. Assad Lawal, Dr. Assad Awal, Dr. Awal Assad. Vote for him. Now, you will never regret it. As I said, over here, we endorse nothing but competency. That is again, oh la la, oh la la. As you know, this is something I will vouch for. This gentleman is someone I can put my last penny on, because I've worked with him back in the days. I understand him. He understands me. This young man, a very low-level-headed person, very respectful. This young man called Marzouk Yusuf Tanko. Marzouk Yusuf Tanko, a product of University for Development Studies, UDS, my alma mater. So as I said, I work with him hand in hand. Very respectful, very low-level-headed person, very articulate, very dynamic person. This young man has a lot to offer. And in the history of NDC primaries in Kintampo North, there has never been a time where a young guy like of age, like this gentleman called Marzouk Yusuf Tanko, has ever contested or has ever been given the nod. As I said, the person, the incumbent is called Dr. Joseph Kwame Kuma. Dr. Joseph Kwame Kuma, he ascended the reign, or he became the member of parliament in 2017. So this is his second term. You have been with him. You know he has neglected you. You know. I'm not here to be a whistleblower, but you know, the people of Kintampo North, you know, because most of you didn't have direct connection with Dr. Joseph Kuma, simply because, he considered himself to be here and you guys are here, and almost all his life, he never lived in the constituency. He used to live abroad. He came in with a lot of money, a lot of cash. So, as we all know, poverty is a disease, is a canker. And we know a majority of, a larger section of Ghanaian population are living in abject poverty. So, it was easy for him to convince a lot of the constituents with money for you to vote for him. And this is the second term he's been in parliament, 2017 to 2020, 2020 till date and counted. And you guys have known, you've seen little to nothing when it comes to development in Kintampo North. The time has come, one of your own, born there, raised there, stayed there. He has worked with the party. He has served several capacities. In fact, he is the treasurer. The father was once, okay, this is how it started. NDC runs in their DNA. The father was with the party since PNDC till they transitioned to NDC in Kintampo North. In fact, the father and other executives started NDC in Kintampo North. The father served various capacities like a branch chairman. He was a branch executive, then contested to become the branch chairman. Again, the father became the constituency treasurer for a number of years in Kintampo North. Again, this is his son back in UDS. He served various portfolios in NDC at UDS. And I know a lot of you who went to UDS and knew Marzouk Yusuf Tanko, you all can vouch his competency back in the in his school days at UDS, the kind of engagement, the kind of leadership skills he has executed in UDS, and back in Kintampo, he has been with NDC since his childhood age, because he used to follow the footsteps of his father. As we speaking to you, or as I speak to you right now, he became a pooling agent for over 10 years. He used to be a pooling agent in Kintampo. Again, he became a big branch executive member in Kintampo. This is one of you. In fact, in the history of Kintampo NDC, there has never been a time a young guy or a person or an aspirant less than 40 years given the nod or contested. This is the time. He is one of you. He's your son. He is your brother. He is your nephew. He is one of you. He is someone who understands you. He is a low-level-headed person that you can easily communicate with. He is not going to be someone that you are currently having as a candidate or as a parliamentarian who does not even answer your calls. He is not going to be someone, when given the nod, when coming into the constituency, he will sneak and come into the constituency at night. So this is some of the people, or these are some of the people we are endorsing over here for you to give them the nod, so that because of the love, because of the competency they have shown to the constituency since their infancy or since day one, as when they join NDC, you people really know their track records, and you know, with your help, with your support, with your prayers, and when you give them the nod, it is easy for them, with your help and the help of Almighty, it is easy for them to clinch or to hold on to power or to retain the seat for NDC in 2024 come the general election. So we are endorsing Honorable Marzouk Yusuf Tanku. In fact, when you go tomorrow to vote, the people of Kintampo do not look anywhere else. Look for number two. Number two, we endorse Marzouk Tanku Yusuf. As I said, we used to be together in NDC back in UDS. I can tell you, he used to be the deputy organizer, if I'm not mistaken. But hey, this is one of you, and he has done contributed his bit to the NDC party since in school days, and then back to his constituency in Kintampo North, and we endorse him massively, or we endorse him for you guys. We eye muamoba Marzouk Yusuf Tanku. Abrante we abrante bia neni wo form. Abrante we wo buade. In fact, back in the days when we used to be in school, he is my junior, and the kind of contribution I know contributed in my NDC party no ejuma no wo yama NDC party no na esowani enso kachere. In fact, yemu bi kura na wo mbeto ye wo honom no na afi kura de ejuma no mo gia boso. In fact, eduru ba bi kura na some of us na ye fere say yeah the way na wo mu execute ejuma no eti we eya brante bia his competency can be vouched for, his enthusiasm, everything when it comes to leadership skills. Yankopon Ediache Abrantiwe. And this is the time we need youth. When I say youth, I keep repeating. I qualify it with an adjective. Say we need competent youth. Omu buadie, omu yenyi mu youth. Usuma woma na ufra woma anajo anopa ewiemo insiomo whatever. They are ready to render their services for the betterment of the party generality. This is the time. I mean, some of us, and as some of this youth now and there, yeah, unveil or more, yeah, endorse or more mamono. They are youth. You can track their genealogy. You can track their their background. Say, Ubo say, and yes, o mufiti ya no be join NDC o. Efiri omu papa nom, efiri omu maame nom, eye wo masum party no. Some party with Akuma Bako, and they did their best. They contributed their bit. And nunti no be say, and no uko Kintampo North party no anya jinabia because sanka edikanfo no wo ma anya de beboa ama party ne agina ana atintima anka ye ene ye na yaba na yaba hu say party ne aso aba no anka ye mu bi no te say ye nua we na ene wo pepa efe say the nord no anka omu papa nom omu maame nom omu wofa nom angina ho and tintim ama party no anya dwuma ama party na ama party na nyina anka ne party ne enye so attractive emma mpenimfo bi omutiti abrochira o ma mre o party ne ho no, but by virtue of almost kakekintino, it was easy for them to calm down and come and confuse and convince the electorates, because they have money, so it is easy for them to buy vote. But at the end of the day, because they spend more to gain the position, omo koye na omo nya asa privilege na omo koye no omo ntwa omo ani mbehwe mo, and you people cannot cry or cannot call upon them to come and do whatever you want to inure to the benefit of the constituency. I'm talking of in terms of development, because when we discuss mamo and sana mutu abamano, it ufeno krana, there is little he can do for you, because it is time for him to go and reap what he sow. What did he sow? He pay you money to buy your vote. Enti kwa okoye no, wo kwa koye den, wo kwa koteneka. But we ya branti a money na nam, money na ti constituency wo. Money contribution ya since ni father, since ni family. Eba bedru wonu ane so, ye ni father ni family ni ejuma o ma ye aboa ama NDC atintim wo Kintampon no fukrana. Abrante we since a wonyini ye, he has been with you. Money contribution ya wo ye mamo. Money enyoma pa wayama NDC. Munim say he's a grassroots kind of candidate. Since day one, were a pooling agent. Since day one, were a party executive. Since day one, were a constituency executive. Going through the trenches, going through thick and thin to make sure say the party, as are retaining its seat, even though the party need lose general election 2016, but they did everything possible to retain the seat for NDC. They did the same thing possible to retain the seat in 2020, but there are vast difference. Nipa na mudi moyure ehye ni mu no, nipa na mudi mukokromoti man no, ma try no for the first time. Musu okay, first time until ma san try ni biom. Ma sa try ni biom for the second time. The same old, same old. So this is the time Monsa, and we promise you over here, you are never going to regret. We present to you and endorse forcefully Honorable Marzouk Yusuf Tonku. When you look at him, his humility, trust, and competence. And in fact, let me say this on record. Since the contest of NDC primaries and as a parliamentary candidate started in Kintamponov, there has never been a time Moshia a candidate where you low-level headed person won't be a nano enka as a fimbia entre one candidate and I say incumbent or contestant. And at no point in time have you ever gotten a young, energetic person who is also equally competent or more competent than the incumbent now, because some of the incumbent now and constituency war sometimes a whole almost like 5 months, 6 months. No one about constituency war or about also sukrana or beba every constituency war without you seeing him, unless some better say waba and a wakoye. That is all you hear. So we are telling you over here, as we told you, we are not going to mislead you. We will forever not going to we are not going to sit here and say yebe bremu nipa ye nimse enya dia obeboa mo enya dia obeboa ama party na ye den edi nkunim 2024. We are not going to do that, but we are totally against candidates yebeto abama omo no mbeko parliament no mbo akoye business because omo aboka and omo kwakote omo ka. We are not going to do that. So as I said, when you hear Marzouk Yusuf Tonku, you hear humility. When you hear Marzouk Yusuf Tonku, you hear trust. When you hear Marzouk Yusuf Tonku, you hear competence. When you hear Marzouk Yusuf Tonku, you hear the people's choice. Vote number 2 tomorrow. When you go to the various polling center to go and cast your vote tomorrow, the people of Kintampo North, we endorse the Honorable Marzouk Yusuf Tonku over here for you. Thank you very much for doing the watching. Let's see who is here. Let's see. This is a big one. Because a lot of people will not understand what we are doing here. But inshallah, the end will justify the means. Yes, the end will justify the means. Ghana for the third person is Dr. Hudu Mukhtari for Wa Central. Dr. Hudu Mukhtari for Wa Central. Let me shift here. Honorable Hudu Mukhtari, we endorse him for Wa Central. Who is the current parliamentary candidate or the parliamentarian? the MP, Member of Parliament for Wa Central. No one but Honorable Abdul Rashid Pelpu. Honorable Abdul Rashid Pelpu became the Member of Parliament for Wa Central since 2005. Honorable Abdul Rashid Pelpu, I stayed in their house, their family house. When I say their family house, I used to be in Alhaji Makubi house. When you go to Wa, my days at UDS, when you go to Wa, they have, the chieftaincy have three, how do they call it? Three house. Kofa Uku, so three house. So the chieftaincy of Wa is three gates that ascend the throne. We have the Pelpuo, that is Rashid Pelpuo, their family side. We have the Alhaji Makubu side, and we have the third one. I've forgotten the third one. So when you go to Nayiri, that is Wa Central. That is where Honorable Rashid Pelpuo is the Member of Parliament, and he has been the Member of Parliament since 2005. I can authoritatively, without any ambiguity, tell you that Rashid Pelpuo has performed abysmal when it comes to executing his mandate as the Member of Parliament for Wa Central. Rashid Pelpuo has gone unopposed a couple of times. I think 3 times he went unopposed. Honorable Hudu Muktari, this is the 3rd time he is contesting. He contested in 2005. He came back in 2008, but he was pleaded, or he was begged to step down to allow Honorable Rashid Pelpuo to go unopposed, and he heed to their call or their appeal. He went back in 2012 and contested. Then in 2016, he came back. He was begged not to contest. He listened to the plea. He didn't contest. Rashid Pelpuo went unopposed again. In the last election, 2020, Rashid Pelpuo went unopposed again. All these circumstances I'm counting for you, or I'm trying to enumerate for you. This man has been there for NDC. This man has been there for Wa Central. This man has rolled out so many developmental projects at Wa Central, and the people of Wa Central can attest to that. Anola, Katuma, Pampana, and Dahen Wale Fefe, or Wala Basuma. You see, my Wale is not good. I would have spoken Wale for my people of Wa. And I know you are going to understand what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to tell you. And I know the people of Wa Central, nobody else is a better judge when it comes to electing a parliamentarian for you guys other than you living at Wa Central or in Wa Central. Rashid Pelpuo has performed equally abysmal to most of the MPs who have been in parliament for more than 2 terms. Rashid Pelpuo can sit on national TV and tell the whole people of Wa or Ghana that he has been in parliament for 5 terms, but he only worked for them for just 2 terms. 8 years, because his party was in power for just 8 years. And then you tend to ask yourself, out of 20 years mandate we've given you, you only worked for us for 8 years. So meaning you wasted 12 years of our lives. When in essence we pay you salary, you took ex gratia, but you never worked for us. So you tend to understand or wonder what is the essence of your experience. If you have been employed to work for people for 20 years and you tell us that you can only work for us when your wife is close to you. So your wife was only close to you for 8 years. So you were able to work for us for just 8 years. Then the 12 years, you tend to wonder, because your wife was not close to you, you were not able to work with us. We don't want such a person. Rashid Pelpuo is not good for Wa Central. You've helped Rashid Pelpuo. You put your trust in Rashid Pepu. You gave him the nod. You put your trust in Rashid Pepu. You believed Rashid Pepu could have executed your mandate efficiently the way you had planned for yourself, but he performed abysmal. The people of Wa Central, this is the time to give the nod. This is the time to also give chance to Honorable Hudu Muktari. He has been there with you. He's still there with you. He has served at various levels, from branch executives, branch constituency treasurer, organizer. He moved to constituency treasurer. He became constituency chairman when it comes to Wa NDC, Wa Central. When it comes to helping the needy, paying school fees, paying hospital bills. In fact, I have so many pictures I can show you. I can show to you the kind of help Honorable, where are the pictures? I have so many pictures I can show to you. The kind of interventions he has been embarking when it comes to helping the executives, NDC executives in Wa Central. You know his competence. You know his dedication. You know his capabilities. You know that this man has been there with you, and you know what he can do to change the lives of Wa Central. Rashid Pelpo is an old cargo. Literally speaking, Rashid Pelpo has done all he could do. Rashid Pelpo has nothing new to offer to the people of Wa Central. This is the time for you to try Dr. or Honorable Hudu Muktari. And let me tell you, he is a servant leader. You can vouch his competence and you can vouch his vision. Under Honorable Hudu Muktari, how many doctors have you seen in Wa Central? Under Honorable Hudu Muktari, how many graduates have you seen in Wa Central, even though he is not the MP? Rashid Pelpo sits on national TV to say he has been able to help youth to graduate from universities, but he cannot even mention one name. Rashid Pelpo, after 20 years of being a parliamentarian, can tell you that he helped to construct so many boreholes in Wa Central, but when you ask him to give you the locations of the boreholes, he can never mention. Rashid Pelpo only knows himself and his family. I lived in Wa for years. I lived in, so to say, the family house of Rashid Pelpo. Remember, how did he lose the minister of the ministerial position? When the ministerial position, the Youth and Sports Ministry, was taken from Honorable Muntaka and given to Rashid Pelpo, ask yourself, how did he lose it? What happened? He almost created confusion, chieftaincy confusion in Wa Central or in Wa. I was there. We were all present. We saw the abysmal performance. We saw the abuse of power Rashid Pelpo used his ministerial position to cause in Wa Central, 2009. We were all there. So I'm telling you, you need a unifier. You need someone who really understands you. You need someone, irrespective of your ideologies, whether you are with him or not, he is still going to welcome you. You know, there are so many executives of Honorable Rashid Pelpo, even their hospital bills were paid by Honorable Hudu Muktari. You know. In fact, the campaign is ongoing. They themselves have been calling on radio stations, local radio stations in Wa, to make this public testimony, public confirmations, public confessions. You know. The people of Wa, make no mistakes. Mind you, if you gave birth in 2005, how old is your kid today? Just oppose that to the benefit you gain from giving your nod to Rashid Pelpo for all these years. You need to change. You need someone who would claim 2024, he will retain the seat for you, because you can tell the votes, whenever, at general elections, Rashid Pelpo's vote keep diminishing, keep reducing, you know, because they are tired of him. He is not doing anything to help you guys. He is not. He's not making NDC party attractive in order to convince his opponent, the NDC party folks, to come and join MPP. because it's the same old style. It's very selfish. All he thinks is about himself and nobody else. This is the time for you to change. Vote for Honorable Hudu Muktari. He is the man of the moment. Vote for him and you shall never regret. We endorse Honorable Hudu Muktari over here for you guys. The people of Wa Central, make no mistake, number 1 on the ballot sheet tomorrow. Vote for him. Vote for Honorable Hudu Muktari and your lives will never be the same. Rashid Popo is a bad news. You know Rashid Popo is a bad news. I am not to sit here to condemn him, but I'm telling you what you already know. I'm just reminding you. Do not allow anybody to mislead you. Do not allow anybody to buy your vote with 10 Ghana or 1 million. Do not allow anybody to buy your vote with 1,000 Ghana. Vote based on your conscience. You've given Rashid Popo a trial. You gave him 20 years. Nothing good has come of his leadership. This is the time you have to change. Fortunately, you have Honorable Hudu Muktari. He has been with you and he's still with you. All these years, he was advised not to contest to allow Rashid Popo to go unopposed. He has still been with you. He helped you. He helped the party financially. Whatever, whenever you call upon him, he is always there to assist you individually. He is always there to assist the party at the constituency level. He is always there to assist the executives. Make no mistake, your best choice for 2024 to retain the seat for NDC at Wa Central is by voting for Honorable Hudu Muktari tomorrow. And we count on you guys. When Rashid Popo give you money, take the money, but vote for Honorable Hudu Muktari. Ghana for. I wish I can speak Wale. Me say me Wale na I say you. Me wa they say me dimi nka Wale kasa ni bio. Let me see. Yebeka hono John Dramani Mahama asem kakra bi enche. Let me see. Oh, Yebeka John Dramani Mahama asem kakra bi. Yenche. I'm almost done. I really need to do this. On your left, you have Honorable Muntaka Mubarak. On your right, you have Honorable Masaudu Mubarak. You know what? Before I do that, let me talk about John Dramani Mahama. Because let me see. Okay, so the EC. This is a press release from the EC just like 10 minutes before I came live. So this is from the EC, dated 12 May 2023. Then a National Democratic Congress, NDC presidential and parliamentary primaries. Following the sorry, I cannot see. Let me enlarge it. It's very, very small for me. Okay. Maybe this will do. So, from the EC, following the discontinuance of the application for injunction seeking to restrain the Electoral Commission from conducting the National Democratic Congress NDC primaries by the applicants, namely Dr. Kobna Dufour and Mr. Edgar Asamoah Boateng, all legal barriers have been removed and the way is now clear for the Electoral Commission to supervise the conduct of the NDC primaries slated for Saturday, 13th May 2023. The Commission has this afternoon held meetings with the leadership of the NDC to finalize modalities for the conduct of the elections. Arrangements are being put in place to ensure a credible and transparent election. Signed, Mrs. Jane Mensah, chairperson. So, ni nyinaa ne sɛ, te sɛ deɛ ne nyinaa yɛnim sɛ electoral commission ɛka sɛ, even sɛ court no koraa clear the way say NDC for can continue with the elections krana. Or mono, they are not going to supervise the election. But this is the official statement as I say they kaya asem. The statement we press release we pese train and say Ochena NDC National Democratic Parliamentary and Presidential Congress and ebebaso. Inti ebebaso in such a way say, and for that matter no, Electoral Commission EC and ebe supervise Ochena Congress na ebaso no, elections na ebaso no. Inti ejebo eja anya beduru ewi. Inti Ochena yame ya adoma Electoral Commission the all the polling stations na ombeto aba no expect the neutral arbiter to be the electoral an agent of the Electoral Commission. Into Ochena yame ya adoma Electoral Commission ene be supervise ana ene ebe conduct elections na eba so Ochena no. Into way a short notice I was say ye cutting across Emma Obia etiase eti nyame adoma Ochena Electoral Commission ene be supervise what's the name elections, you know. This is who is this? No. The father for all, the father for all, the father for all.
Eja Suzuza. Arise for Ghana, a patron of the land, forward and seek your future, development our God, from vision to victory, the end is surely, able Democrat, Ghana. Our strength in unity, from vision to victory, the end is surely, stable Democrat, Ghana, our strength in unity. Eja bana It's our land. Victory is our land. JJ is the winner.
So Ghana for yen kasa bebree. Mo munim say John Dramani Mahama na eko. John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, former President John Dramani Mahama. Candidates are, in fact, let me do this. Let me do this. I think we never bore me. Let me do this. I think. Aha. 1 minute. Let me do this. We and a winning team for Ochina. For 2024. Your winning team, but before even that, let's speak about John Dramani Mahama first. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. One of the more money me and Kasakura you already know. Why you be paying? You see, way and a year idea people don't really understand. We just don't endorse anybody. Debbie. I'm not undermining or underestimating the competence of the other two candidates now. Or more contested John Dramani Mahama. Debbie, come not before any the other third party. Debbie. But show me something. At the end of the day, I'm working on John Dramani Mahama. Why? She said, the achievement was pitting baby in Ghana. Everywhere in Ghana, everybody knows. And ya friend a ye babe shas ye bium debi. Baby a ye druno, a ye gawuka ganama. Hey, and namni ye jedra, intifedra. John Dramani Mahama why ye. Do not let anybody deceive you. In fact, there are so many MPs, incumbent MPs, you all know, say, they don't like John Dramani Mahama. In fact, everybody knows, say, they don't like him. They don't want John Dramani Mahama to win because most of them, they are in parliament. I'm talking about the incumbent MPs, Most of them are in parliament today. Our muye business. Most of them are in parliament today. Everybody knows, say, they are supporting honorable Comrade Dufour. Our money support no. Obiani. Eti yeso no so no. Once a year no John Dramani Mahama na yepe. Ena John Dramani Mahama na enim se obeboa Ghana because waye bida no. Ena John Dramani Mahama na enim se ebetimi di yewre eni yewre hyemu akɔhye ni mu nti no. Se ye tuma John Dramani Mahama na sa nkrofo no ye sa betena ha na ye campaign man wo mo a na che se ya tintosio ena edi ya ye techere ma afa because we know say they are not support or they are not in support of Dr. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama's candidature. So why would I campaign for John Dramani Mahama and campaign for his enemies technically? Campaign for his enemies. Uncle Minim se omumpe say John Dramani Mahama be the ebesabe lead NDC. And Missubiti John Dramani Mahama ne minim so betima boa Ghana because why be pay. And this is why Sir John Dramani Mahama can say this is the time for you to this is not the time for you to vote for experiment, but rather vote for experiencer. You can understand John Dramani Mahama, we all can attest to it, say what the 4 years aye enyoma amount for disu 8 years o ma nyebi. John Dramani Mahama the 4 years as you hospitals are obie no awedi 8 years a wasi bi Ghana in the Fourth Republic. John Dramani Mahama 84 years ama communities ensure more than one more mabedi presidency for 8 years. John Dramani Mahama 84 years as schools more than one more 8 years 8 years as schools. John Dramani Mahama I so many interventions in the lives of the people of Ghana more in 4 years more than one more 8 years ye 8 years ama more or medi presidency of Ghana from JJ from Kufuor in and if Atamos may he so rest in peace. I'm talking of Akufo-Addo and ne wote so eti John Dramani Mahama ye nipa bia at any day you can vote for his competence, at any day you can vote for his intelligence, at any day you can vote for John Dramani Mahama's sincerity. Ni tima wo ma o my Ghana eti John Dramani Mahama ye nipa wo betime gina wo edi ne nsabo ne bo asi ne bo say vote for competence, vote for experience over experiment, not MPs ye two abama omo ebi anya 15 years ebi anya 16 years ebi anya 20 years ebi anya 24 years ebi anya 12 years ebi anya 80 years ebi anya 32 years. But out of all these years, they can boldly come and stand on pulpit. They can boldly come and stand in front of their constituents and say, Medi 20 years, medi 24 years, medi 32 years, medi 28 years. Now so me ye juma ma for just 4 years and 8 years pay. When you ask him, Argentina will catch him say, my vote to amount for 20 years in ye, and now for 5 terms in ye, for 4 terms in ye, for 3 terms in ye, for 6 terms in ye. Argentina will catch him say, why ye juma me for just 1 term and now 2 terms pay. None of a catch us say, oh, now me party or power for two terms and 8 years into no. Me the 8 years na year the a year a juma mau. Then you tend to ask yourself, say, now you will catch me say vote for experience, not experiment, no. Experience and one fast one is saying because we experience, whether a party or power and now party ni power, we should see some substantial development coming into the constituency. So are you here to tell us, say, the 8 years and now 20 years and now 24 years, 28 years, 32 years now, ya to Obama ama watina parliament, waji akatuya waji akatuya for 20 years, waji akatuya for 30 years, waji akatuya for 8 years, but you only work for us for 1 term and now 2 terms because not a parliament or power. So 4 years and now 8 years, why ye juma maye. So 12 years and now 14 years and now 18 years now, na ye tia okano. E won faso one saying, and faso be na enye free wo. So those people, they don't have the temerity. They don't have the gut to come and tell you, say, vote for experience, not experiment. Because they don't have any experience. Because experience, in say, because of your experience, whether your party is in power or not, we should see development. Your experience should let you convince the opponent party or government, to come and embark on developmental projects in your constituency to affect the lives of your constituents positively. That is where we can vote for your experience. That is where we can say there be ampa chaye ma chaye we experience ye disun faso whether your party is in power or not, whether your government is in power or not on MPs so mu party and our government and our power and our multimedia impuntu but our government any power, they bring nothing when it comes to development to their constituency. Meanwhile, they are taking pay, they are taking salaries, they are taking ex gratia. These people don't have that credibility to come and tell you, say, vote for experience, not experiment. Because there is no sense in and there is no benefit when it comes to the experience now, Manyano. Again, I want people to understand, say, no particular person on earth, and a wona what the experience here, you have to first experiment, and through the experiment, and a winner experience. Obien why you won no, or feeling my me mubano, what the experience in a buy never. John Dramani Mahama, when he was born in Bole Bamboy, one for experience and Massa or Babaya assemblyman, one for experience and Massa or Babaya deputy minister and minister and president. He was given the nod. He was experimented upon. He was given the chance to showcase what he got. And no na wodi mu kakra and ne obeye president he excelled and ne enuntino ye mu bi ye voucher na ye campaign say he should come back to power to come and rescue Ghana from the hands of this wicked, insensitive, incompetent and abysmal performing government of Akufo-Addo, Bawumia and Chairmantin. And to John Dramani Mahama is the only person today in Ghana, obet me bien anaka say, vote for experience, not experiment. Because John Dramani Mahama, why ye adebia e buru adwene entiase so. John Dramani Mahama every 4 years, lesser years, eye ejuma, o mo munya 8 years, anye bida. O mo munya jeje nya, with the PNDC ekanwa 19 years. Ejuma John Dramani Mahama ye in 4 years, John JJ 19 years went to he did his bit. He did what you could. But when you look at substantial development, a pity baby in Ghana today, John Dramani Mahama footprint and Obinya. So do not let any MP, do not let any instrument MP deceive you, say what experience. Ask him, say, what penny say, Nefia was so what security man. No security man, no, what your security man neka for 5 years. Next security man not a fear for just 2 years. So 5 years contract in a year. Now say before a new security guard. Or before the same security guard now a man 5 years contract. What's in a fear for just 2 years, pay 3 years and 1 fee because they were experienced. And now we pay new person. Now a man not no. Now I employ no. Now I making sure that new person will work. So a man 5 years contractor will stay in his property, to look over the property for the entire 5 years now. That is what we call experience. And your experience in ye, oh, watch it, and you check a kill. And yet, uche, fast na about so. Because and look at them say experience, right? Honorable Abambamin, experience, because when you are 28 years. And right honorable Abambamin, equatin still, Nadoli Kadlio, Ukowa, Upper West region, Nadoli Kalio, Nipani one and Numunsu, experience in a soon fast one say. Experience as soon fast one say. Honorable Kenya Japan, any 24 years, was one contestibium. Ni experience no mfasobe na sin central for nya. Experience ni wahin. ET Mensa, experience or gather is PNDC. Mfasobe na what's the name? Sam George constituency no cry. Say kai wo mama Sam George chance amanamba and they wouldn't know say Sam George could have outperformed ET Mensa. And then she one day sir lawyer Sosu eye o Medina. She one day sir Senator Rollins eye eye. She one day sir Okudjota Black eye. All these young guys no wo mo ba na yesi o mu experiment. Yes, you have to experiment to get experience. And the woman now ma be ye cabal or ma form cartel na or mo so more experience no. Bisa who say when it comes to real development, or party ni power development be no mo dia brew. No development. They are waiting for their party to come to power before they can be able to lobby to bring development. That is not experience. Experience, and they say, whether your party is in power or not, you are able to use your experience, your skills, your communication skills, your longevity in parliament to lure the current government and now your opposition government now more power no to channel development into your constituency. That is what you call experience. That is what is happening in all these development countries. By your experience, and they say you only can bring development to your constituents when your party is in power. It means your party is working for you. Who will employ a footballer where he will only excel when his wife is on the pitch? The wife on the pitch is what he perform abysmal. Who will perform such a footballer? Now, the wife on the woo and the wife on the Yarena Wamba Parker. Who is going to perform for them? Nobody does that. And I will not vote for MPR. Say the party no power. Only the person can only bring development to you when the party is in power. But as a party need power. Now I catch you say, oh, munya abotre, me party bapa and me di development beba. Now so party no one power. Let us say there we are not getting anything when you are benefiting. Until we endorse Ochina delegates, we endorse His Excellency John Dramani Mahama for you. Look no further, look no else, dig nowhere. He is the man of the moment. One day nipa say ne enra we ye free nkwasoma we di development ba ye no. One only nipa ye gidi say wo ba because we be pay ama ye hu. Enya fe no wo ba be sha sia ye trying error of ministers. All this onkrofo be appoint to omo no we di ka ewo omu in his mind and he knows the people for the job and now for each sectors various sectors are we di omo be she enti enya fe na beba na nipa na ede na ba no na afe no ba be try we di we ba ha no wa shifting no we shifting cultivation there be vote for His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Ochina. We are talking to all delegates across Ghana 212 constituency Ochina mukwa to abano. I mean 274 constituency Ochina mukwa to abano. This is what I think Menshia Saf and Omontuaba Menshia Saf and Entuaba by 274 and air to presidential 274 and air to presidential with the exception of Menshia Saf. So we endorse His Excellency John Dramani Mahama for you. Ghana for muma menka assemble kakra we na yen sorry. Asawasi Honorable Muntaka Mubarak, let me address this issue. Muma menka hoza kakra very very important. Assalamu alaikum jama'a. Ina jin da zun gashin na kan zuriya FM. Ina duba ina jin program da ke faruwa kan zuriya FM. Shi Asawasi Communication Officer Nasiru Garden Boy da Asawasi Constituency Secretary Mugisi Madi da na mance sunan third party nan su da Alhaji Shola suna program. Na farko yan waye na yan zango ka ku yadda ana walakanta ku from anybody, whether it's a politician, whether it's a radio presenter, whether it's ka ku yadda na walakanta ku. Jiya na ji takaici kan Zuriya FM ana program, mutane sun bata lokaci sun ji program, lokaci ya kai su ma su call su gwada nasu ra'ayi, ana walakanta ku kan radio. Ba dole bane. Na ji takaici. Ku boycott Zuriya FM, ku boycott. Mu ne muka ce mun make sure mun sanitize kowane radio station da ya zama na musulmai na zango cikin zango mu Asawasi da Ghana. Abinda suke yin nan ku boycott Zuriya FM. Tujaran yayi yawa, rashin girmamawan yayi yawa. Duba walakancin da ake da iyayen mutane, duba walakancin da ake da mutanen da suka doki kudin su, suka sai credit, suka bata lokaci, suka zauna suka ji program, ya kai lokacin da su ma za su gwada nasu ra'ayi, wai saboda ba ku ra'ayin da wani candidate, which is Honorable Muntaka, in kuka call duba walakancin da ake muku, duba yanda ake fidda ku kan layi, ana ci muku mutunci. Amma kuna kai kuna ga wadanda in call ya zo, in dai suna in favor of Honorable Muntaka Mubarak, wannan dai an bar su yi magana. Ai ba dole bane. Ku boycott Zuriya FM. Ku boycott. Walakancin yayi yawa. Ku duba inda ake welcome ku, inda ake son ku, da kadan kaza ki shan ruwa. Ku kama wajen, ku make sure kamar kun yi consistent da wajen. Wajen kuma ya samu shiga. Kamar yadda kuke ga wadansu radio stations da wadansu media houses sun samu shiga. Ku boycott Zuriya FM. Ku boycott political show da ake yi kan Zuriya FM wanda Alhaji Shole ke zama kai. Ku boycott. Wani takaici, wai inda kwadai da walakanci, in ba ku kai kanku ba wanda ya sai ci muku zarafi, ba wanda ya ce kai ci muku, yayi sai ci muku fuska. Jama'a. Honorable Muntaka Mubarak da Honorable Masaudu Mubarak gobe. Na farko muna ba yan wayenmu matasa hankuri. Election na an yi shi daga masallacin Juma'a kuma sai Central Mosque. Kaka yadda wani ya baka kudi, wo ka je ka yi aikata aikin banza. In ma ka je ka sata ballot box, in ma ka je ka yi double voting, in ma ka je ka yi abinda zai kawo kace na ce ko hayaniya, abinda zai zo ya zamana kaman in aka kama ka zai kawo da iyayenka baci da bakin rai, abinda zai bar zo su yi barnan kudi cikin zamanin wanga banzan gwamnatin Akufo-Addo ga da ba kudi cikin system nan. Kaka yadda. In ma Honorable Muntaka ya sa ka, in ma Honorable Masaudu Mubarak ya sa ka, in ma cikin mabiyansu wani ya sa ka, in ma cikin iyalansu wani ya sa ka, ka ce musu ba ka yi ko ba ku yi. Su ma suna da mutanen da suke na jikinsu, su bar su je su yi. Na mutane na ya Asawasi. Gobe za wulga kuriya. An fara karfe 7 a kare karfe 4. Kan ballot paper, number 1 Honorable Muntaka, number 2 Honorable Masaudu Mubarak. Cikin campaigning da ake yi da na bibiya, Honorable Masaudu Mubarak ya prove to me beyond reasonable doubt kaman he is a visionary leader, he is forward looking. Because kaman yanda na gaya muku kullum, wanga ba election da zaka zo ka ce min kaman kayi anyan titi bane. Wan ba election da aka zo ka ce min kaman ka gina classroom bane. Wan ba election da aka zo ka ce min kaman ka biya school fees bane. Wan ba election da aka zo ka ce min kaman kana biyan medical bills. Waɗannan ababa duka aikin MP Common Fund ne mun sani. Wanga election ba generality Asawasi da su zo su vote ba. Wanga election NDC da ke cikin Asawasi wani amfani suka ci, wani abu aka yi aka taimaki NDC Asawasi da NDC Asawasi ya yi ban shawa da zai kwadaita da wadanda yan adawan NDC Asawasi bi ma'ana yan MPP su dawo da rakiyar MPP zo su karu da NDC. Jama'a, abinda na gani kai nake magana. Jiya marance wani abu mun kana kan haske radio station shi. Na zauna na ji programin duka. Nje asanti we de ekone enkodi ya kanu yembo ho ban. What is the way forward? Abinda na ji honorable Muntaka Mubarak ya fadi is same old. Gatana ni banga tunda aka fara ni banga wani abinda honorable Muntaka ya fadi da ya convince na ba. Bangani ba. Banga wani abinda honorable Muntaka ya fadi kaman ga abinda nake so in kuka vote me in the next 4 years ga abinda nake so in achieve in ba NDC in achieve in ba executives in achieve in ba party folks NDC na Asawasi ban gani ba ko guda. In kuma ya fadi kunya ku zana nan, in kuma ya fadi kunya ku gaya muna, ni ban gani ba. Amma abinda na ji ne wulga abaici maganganun da ni ina ga kamar is irrelevant to contest da za a yin ga. Very irrelevant. Wulga abaici maganganun NDC current constituency chairman, wadansu maganganun da ya wuce, wani ababen da ya wuce da koya muka yi, abin ya riga ya wuce. An bata muna lokaci, an bata muna kudi, an bata komi, abin ya wuce. Menene zai faru nan gaba? Wannan ni ban ji ba. In fact, even communication officers da ke tare da Honorable Muntaka, abin da yake fadi, the same thing suke fadi. Balma shede zage-zage. Misali, dazu ga kamar da na gaya muku ina kan Zuriya FM. Communication office, you see, mutanen Zango da mutanen Ghana, ku fahimci wana. Kalam, kaman magana, yare, yana nan fanni kaman 3 ko 4. Akwai mai jin yare, akwai wanda ke yi fadi yare, amma ba yana ji sosai bane ko yana. Akwai mai fahimtar yare, akwai mai yi zana yare, akwai kaman turanci, akwai wanda Allah ya ba su basira suna iya sun yi very fluent su fadi English. Akwai wadanda Allah su ya ba su basira suna ji amma ba su yi fluent ba. Akwai wadanda suka yi fluent amma most of the things da suke fadin nan da dama shekara samun su kaman wajen zanawa she zama masala, amma wajen su yi magana very fluent. Akwai wadanda wajen magana ba su yi fluent ba, amma in ka ce musu su zana kai da kanka ka buga musu hannu ka musu tabe. To yanda masala yake kenan. Communication officer Asawasi mai suna Nasiru Garden Boy, ban so yi maganan ka yau saboda ina da nawo reservation. Kan programin da ake cewa wai kar a yi personal attack. Kar a yi personal attack. To in ka ce kar a yi personal attack, she ka use word kaman Masaudu Mubarak is greedy. Ba personal attack bane. In ka use words kaman Malam concern, chairman concern is akwai words da dama. Ina drive zan zo gida zani masallaci, so ban samu na zazzana wadansu ababa da dama ba. Wallahi you are young, kana da brighter future cikin aikin da ka ajiye makankan nan. Turancin nan fa na kamar da na gaya muku da zunga, wani na ne yayi fadi amma bai fahimta, wani na ne yana fahimta amma bai yi fadi, wani na nan kuma yayi ya zana yafi ya zauna ya fadi, wani na nan kuma Allah ya mai baiwan ukun ga duka. shi yasa ku zo ku zauna kuna maganan nan ku ta tunanin kamar mutanen da ke jin kunnan ba kowa ne yake da raunin fahimta ba. Na yadda siyasa kowa na da inda ya kama, fadi naka ka barin fadi nawa, but I don't really blame you guys. I blame the host because host nan bias shi nan kowa ya sani since day one, very bias, kowa ya sani. Jama'a gobe an wulga kuriya, Honorable Masaudu Mubarak ne number 2, Honorable Muntaka Mubarak ne number 1. Yana da kyau mu muku adalci, yana da kyau mun zo mun yi magana program da dama kan wadanga bayin Allah, mun gwada muku abinda Honorable Muntaka yayi, mun gwada muku abinda Honorable Masaudu Mubarak yayi kuma da yake yi, mun gwada muku based on some of the things da mu muka gani da muka ji, da some of the things da Honorable Muntaka ya fadi, da some of the things da Honorable Masaudu Mubarak ya fadi, da some of the things da mabiyansu suka fadi, musamman Honorable Nuruddin Hamidan ya fadi, that you cannot discount it. Muka gwada muku kama this is not about dwelling in the past. You have to forge forward. You have to focus. Kaga kaman me future zai kawo ma. Abinda ya wuce ya wuce. Abinda ke gaba ya kamata mu kama da annu goma. Amma na gaya muku mutane a Sawasi, kaka je ka vote wai saboda an baka 1000 Ghana. Kaka je ka vote wai saboda an baka sikiri ko shinkafa. In aka kawo ma kudi, aka kawo ma sikiri ko shinkafa, aka kawo miki zani, karbi zanin, karbi kudin, karbi abinci, ci kudin, karbi zanin, daura ki dunka, kaka vote ka ba me shi dai zo ya yaudare ka ne. In aka ce ka yi rantsuwa da Qur'ani ko Bible, karbi Qur'anin, karbi Bible, yi rantsuwa, kare karbi kudin, je ka ci, kaka vote ka ba me shi, don saboda wannan zagi ne, cin zarafi ne. Ku tambaye shi wanda ya baku Qur'ani ko Bible ku yi rantsuwa, da za ku vote mai ya zo ya shugabance ku, da kun bashi Bible ko kun bashi Qur'ani yayi muku rantsuwa, in ya je kai je ya muku abinda ku kuke so. Kun bashi Bible ko Qur'ani ko ce yayi rantsuwa, kai ya je ya juya muku baya, to ya zama cin fuska, ya zama reni, ya zama kaskatawa. A duba idonku a ce ga Qur'ani ga Bible ga kudi, karbi, yi rantsuwa, ka je ka vote me. Mun gaya muku ku karbi kudin, ku yi rantsuwan, ku je ku ci kudin, ku yi istighfari, Allah zai gafarta muku, saboda Allah ma ba azzalimin sarki bane da za ku ba shi wannan meshin, za ku ba su wadannan mutanen mulki. Inna kuka ce musu su muku rantsuwa ku ba su mulki. Mutane a Sawasi, ka ku taba duban wai wani ya jima. In this case, ka ku duba wai don Honorable Muntaka Mubarak ya jima, shi yasa kun je ku bulga mai kuriya based on ya jima. Kun yi babban kuskure, saboda shi na gwada muku nan. Ko Honorable Muntaka Mubarak yau ga mu gashi, wanga tambaya ku mai tambaya, wanga tambaya in yana ji na ku ce dan bude full lines ya kira, ya ba mu da reason why jima wanda yayin nan shekara 20, shekara 8 kawai muna aiki. So mun mai tambaya na dalili me yasa zai ce wai saboda jimawan shi a retain shi, saboda ni abinda aka gaya kenan da ni ban understand ba. Don ni zamanin ga ban ga amfanin jimawan ba, because amfanin jimawa ne whether partin ka na power, whether partin ka ba shi kan power, ka yi abinda zai kawo ci gaba. Amfanin jimawa kenan. Amma ba amfanin jimawa ne ka iya ka kawo abin ci gaba shede in dai government ka na kan power. To in ba government ka kan power, menene amfanin ka jimawanka? Don muna biyan ka, muna ciyar da kai, kana samun kowane incentives. To mu constituency na mu me muke samu? Akan wani jiya nake ce da mutane, in dai hakan gani, shi dai in muka vote muka ba MPP, she mu vote mu ba MPP candidate. Muka vote muka ba NDC, she mu vote mu ba NDC candidate. Yadda da yi kar wani yazo yana muna gata na cewa kaman shekara 12 cikin shekara 20 da kuka bani nan, na muku aiki shekara 8 ne, amma shekara 12 nan dalilin da yasa ban muku aiki bane don ba gwamnati na ke kan fawa ba. Ai gwamnati da a shaida shekara 12 da ya wuce nan da NPP ke kan fawa. Inda mun ajiye parliamentarians MPP ne, da yau a Sawasi ta ci gaba ta fi inda muke ga. Jama'a, ba zan ja ku da dogon surutu ba. Insha Allah gobe elections ya zo a Sawasi, in Allah ya yarda Honorable Masaudi Mubarak da Honorable Muntaka Mubarak da su sai suka saya takara. Honorable Masaudi Mubarak shine number 2. Honorable Masaudi Mubarak shine number 2. Honorable Masaudi Mubarak shine number 2. Allah ba wanda zai ba sa. Honorable Muntaka Mubarak shine number 1. Shi yasa mun bar ku nan ga insha Allah. Dan bude full line da wanda zai kira ya kira wanda ku ba yi zai bane. Honorable Muntaka Honorable Masaudi yan asawasi wa zaka vote ka ba. Me yasa zaka vote ka ba me shi? Idan na da phone ochina election day the D-day ewo Kumasi Central Mosque ewa asawasi. Honorable Muntaka Mubarak no Honorable Masaudi Mubarak and you contest inshallah ochina my be a phone line so if you want to call you can call say Honorable Masaudi and Honorable Muntaka no vote amana. You can let us know and let us know why you are voting for Honorable Muntaka and also Honorable Masaudi Mubarak. So maybe a phone line so if you want to call you can call and let us hear from your side also.
Suzuza. Arise for Ghana, a patron of the land, for weather and seek your future, development our God, from vision to victory, the end is surely, Democrat, Ghana. Our strength in unity, from vision to victory, the end is surely. Democrat, Ghana, our strength in unity. Ejo bana It's our land. Victory is our land. Jeje is a winner.
Ain't Ghana for as I said, I wanted to be here for just 1 hour, but I've been here for 1.5 hours, 1 hour 3 minutes, and I think we'll call it a day, inshallah. The phone lines were open, but we didn't get anybody, so I'm gonna call it a night. Inshallah, we will make sure we cut this into pieces tonight and send it out for people to also get or see our endorsement for today. Inshallah, if we have to come tomorrow, we have to come live tomorrow while the election is ongoing. We'll come maybe in the early hours of tomorrow because I have work tomorrow. But maybe in the early hours of tomorrow before I step out, I might be live so that we will be getting correspondence from various polling stations or election centers, inshallah. So I will leave you with this one for now. As I said, do not allow yourself to be deceived by any of the aspirants. Do not allow yourself to be deceived by any of the candidates, not even John Dramani Mahama, to lure you or I know he's not going to do that, but I'm setting the bar high. To lure you or to convince you to go and steal ballot box or to go and embark on any unwanted activity that could result to your arrest or that could result to a destabilization or confusion at the election center. Do not allow yourself to be used. Do not allow yourself to be used. Stay blessed and have a wonderful evening. I'm your one and only Mr. Article. We are live on YouTube or Real Talk Media YouTube on we are live on Facebook, Real Talk, and on Facebook on Citizens of Ghana. Inshallah, we'll be here to continue the good work to serve Mother Ghana. Inshallah, Eyezu will be here for you guys now and ever. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Suzuza. have bent our cause from victory to victory. The end is surely able Democrat Ghana, our strength in unity from victory to victory. The end is surely able Democrat Ghana, our strength in unity. Victory! Victory! It's our land.